Happy Tuesday. It's your transformation coach, Coach Irma, and today we need to get a topic on willpower versus a system versus willpower. I have some people right now in the struggle. Are you in the struggle? Have you ever started a program and you do really good, and then a few weeks in, then you crash and then you self-sabotage yourself? Or you go to happy hour, and as soon as somebody says, hey, you want some, and you're like, yes! Listen, when you really love something and you can't wait to have it, or you're annoyed, you are addicted. You're addicted to food. You're addicted to sugar. That's why a lot of people cannot say no to food. Food is very addictive. But how can we stay committed so that we could see the results and be committed to the entire time? I want to share with you a little history. And when you understand a little history in the human body and how it reacts, then it hopefully helps you out. I want to share there's a 30-day principle, okay? A 30-day principle that was discovered by simple astronauts. They actually projected these astronauts into the universe, and they gave them these wonderful glasses as a project. These glasses started making things invert a little bit awkward. But after 30 days, it went 360 degrees right side up. It all went to balance. But what happened is those people that took off their actual glasses actually had to start back to day one. So if you're doing a challenge or you're doing something new or creating a habit and you're trying to eat clean and you have sugar, then you got to start back to day number one. It takes 66 days to create a long-lasting habit. But I want to share with you that if you have problems with willpower, you're human, number one. You got to put a system behind the willpower. And the reason why I share with you is that I have people on a 6-week challenge trying to lose 20 pounds, dropping 6%, and stress will kill you. Number one, stress is death in the family. Number two, it changes. It could be moving, a new job, finances, losing your job, getting married, getting divorced, all comes with stress. Raises the cortisol and gets you really angry, really sad. And you cannot lose weight when you have darkness, when you have really angry or sad. So Warren Buffett says that after the age of 25, 95 to 99% of most people will never change. 90 to 99% of most people after 25 will not change. Only there's hope through tragedy. Through major tragedy. And I have to deal with him because I've transformed and helped over 20,000 people, and I see that if there's no tragedy, there's no change. And I'm a perfect example. I went to the hospital at 24 years old thinking I was awesome, that I could skip principles. I was eating 3 meals, my shake, I was eating my vitamins. After 6 months, I was not even eating once. I was having coffee, ephedra. I had a urinary infection, straight to the hospital, 3 days. And then I lost my job, and I realized, man, I lost my health, I lost my job. Look at me, I should have taken care of my health. And I set a standard. No matter how long I have to work, I'm going to take care of myself so I can take care of me. Because if I don't take care of me, what's going to happen to my bills? What's going to happen if I can't even take care of myself? So Warren Buffett, he's a genius, smart, it's true. But I don't ever want to get sick. I don't ever want to go to the hospital again at the age of 24. When I worked at LA Fitness, was on the best shape of my life. All I had to do was work out, but I love the money. It was a hooker job, prostitute job. Love the money, hated the job because I worked so hard and I forgot to take care of myself. That's my learning curve. That's my experience. Now, there's that choice. Or, well, there was a lady that read 30 books in 30 days. 30 books in 30 days. What motivated her? Could you read 30 books in 30 days? What was her why? What was her initiative? Her mom was dying of cancer. She needed to find a solution. You need willpower. You need to change. Do you really need to have trauma to get you moving? Her mom passed away, but she read 30 books in 30 days and you didn't know who this person was. So if you need a reason, you have to have a strong enough why to say no to the chocolate cake and yes to the shake. It's not easy for any of us, but we know that if we stay committed and keep saying no on week 1, week 2, and stay committed to your promise that you're going to do better, you're going to eat clean because you made a promise to yourself, it gets better. It will get better, okay? Now, some people do not know how to stop their sabotage. They are their own bottleneck, and they keep doing the same thing over and over because they're living with some type of scar or pain, and they're eating their pain away. There was another young lady that I met, was very, very famous, lot of money, and had 30 years old and was 300 pounds. Every hour on the hour she had her have her ice cream, and I could not stop it. It was no way about it. And I got frustrated and I asked, what happened to you? What happened? Right? Something happened to you. Tell me when was the last time you looked good and felt great? And she was about 24 years old, having the time of her life before she got married, and this guy left her for another girl 6 years ago. And so ever since then, she has been living with that pain. As he moved on, she's eating ice cream. So I was like, what can we do? So we had to find a tool. There's always a tool if you're willing to change. So we made a little, we got a picture of her 24 years old. We created a little ice cream, put it in the refrigerator. And every time that she went there, she saw herself. It took a little time, but she lost over 100 pounds. She transformed her body. But the pain was there. And then until I found what the pain and the scar was, some people live with the same pain. They don't ever get to finish 30 days because as soon as they break, they go back, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not enough. I'm not enough. And I want to tell that you are enough. You just need a tool. You need a system. You need a plan. You think the Navy SEALs just walk out going, okay, let's go fight. Oh, let's go. No way. They have a plan. They have a structure. They have a system like we all do. And my whole entire life, I wanted a six-pack abs. I wanted to do all that. And I'm getting it at the age of 46 while I'm married. And I feel wonderful because whole life I was never able to get it. I'm married and now I'm getting the body that I want. But I worked so hard for it. And I want to tell you that loyalty, have a system. Talk to somebody. Don't let that down. And it happens. Look, the first time some people break down, they go back to their old ways, but they have me and they ask me, Irma, how could I say no to the sugar crack cocaine? And I sit down and I'm frank and I'm honest and I make a map tool for you so that you find a way. Every time I'm so steep, they say, if you don't eat Sandoval, you're going to die in the hospital of pain. You're going to have no more kidneys. You're going to have diabetes. And if you have, there's a type 3 diabetes. What's type 3 diabetes? If you're over 32% or higher or over age of 50, 60, some people get type 3 diabetes, which is it's attached to Alzheimer. So a lot of people in the 2030s in the near future will have type 3 diabetes and morbidly obese, not knowing who they are. I've already seen it. So what I'm here to share with you is find a system, right, over the emotion, okay? Because sometimes we have no willpower, but if you have a tool, if you have the fight, if you want to win and to finally have a little integrity, we say in our academy that don't look like you eat cookies. Be the cookie. Be that cookie. Say no to it. And I learned from the best. I've lived my entire life with bodybuilders all my life. My freaking home used to smell like chalk and weights. We never even had a TV. Books, weights. And my buddy Botticelli would do this, and I found mad respect for him. He's like, all right, it's weighing, Irma. I'm going to leave my wallet at home. He would go to the cookie aisle the night before the actual challenge, before his bodybuilding competition, left the wallet at home, and he would be up and down the cookie aisle. I'd be like, ooh, I can't eat you right now, but tomorrow I'm going to eat you. And he was facing his fear. That guy was about 250, 280 pounds. Within 3 months, he was at 2 to 3% body fat, 210, lean like a machine. I'm like, how did you do it? And he always had that willpower, and I had mad respect for him. At 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, I saw some amazing people that said no. But the next day, on the day of his challenge, I had not 1, 2, 3, I had 4 pizzas for him. Why? because you can eat like a warrior, you can train like a warrior, and you can look like a bodybuilder. All you have to know is a system. And if you don't know how to do a system, simply like and comment. I will be more than happy to sit down on a one-on-one coaching plan, create a map tooling session for you to find what fires you up and make sure that you go from that sad girl to a badass girl. Okay? I hope the story helped you. Remember, it's not easy for anybody. I like cookies too. I love chocolate cake. I love it all. But if I don't take care of my body, I suffer. I'll go to the hospital. And I've been at the hospital. I will not go back. As a matter of fact, I want to close hospitals down because they get a lot of people sick. And if we just ate right and worked out, 50 to 80% of hospitals wouldn't have anybody there, wouldn't be taking any medication, because through working out and eating right, you wouldn't need to be going to the doctors saying that you're great. Once a year I go there, oh, you're great. Oh, I know that. I've been taking care of myself. So I'm trying to tell you, find someone that's going to help you. You need help with willpower. I'm here for you with the system, with the tool, with the community. It is possible. Keep on living, lifting. Stay tuned for the next program because I'm here to find a resolution for you. Remember, stay strong during quarantine time. Keep on living, lifting.